You're not broken because you have problems. You're suffering because you thought you shouldn't have any. The Stoics knew pain wasn't a mistake. Hardship wasn't a glitch in the system. It was the system. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, faced betrayal, disease, loss, war. And yet he wrote, "Why are you surprised? This is the world you live in. You want peace? Stop demanding a painless life. That mindset shift alone could change everything." And in part 3, we'll break down one reframe so powerful you may never look at problems the same way again. If anything hits home, drop it in the comments. I want to hear how you see it. Part 1. Pain is the price of being alive. You weren't promised comfort. No one signed you up for a life without struggle. And yet, every time something hard shows up, you flinch. You ask, why me? Why now? What did I do to deserve this? But the Stoics would ask you a different question. Why are you surprised? Marcus Aurelius lost children. His best friend turned against him. A plague killed thousands under his watch. And still he woke up each day and wrote, "If it hurts, it's because you expected something else." Let that sink in. It hurts more because you expected ease, because deep down you believed pain was an error, something to fix or avoid. But the Stoic mind understands pain is part of the entrance fee. You don't get life without it. You want strength? It comes through loss. You want wisdom? It comes through failure. You want peace? It comes through letting go of the illusion that you're owed a smooth ride. There's this idea that if you work hard, do good, stay kind, life will treat you fairly. But the Stoics knew that's a lie. Life isn't fair. It's life. It's unpredictable, unforgiving, and often it's brutal. But you were made for it. You weren't built for the couch. You were built for pressure. You were built to stand up when it's raining, when it's loud, when it hurts. To face discomfort and say, this too belongs to me. That's the mindset shift. Not to escape pain, but to embrace it. To see it not as punishment, but as participation. You're not being targeted, you're being trained. And if you can understand that, if you can stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this shaping in me? Then pain becomes power, and suffering becomes fuel. Because in the Stoic worldview, pain isn't the enemy. It's the beginning of becoming who you were meant to be. Part 2. Expecting smooth roads makes you weak. The real danger isn't pain, it's expecting there shouldn't be any. Most people walk through life like tourists. They want things to be scenic, peaceful, curated. But the Stoic walks like a soldier, prepared for mud, ambush, hunger, betrayal. Not surprised by it, trained for it. See, the problem is this. You've been conditioned to think hard means wrong. That when things get messy, it must be a sign to turn back. But what if the mess is the path? Life isn't some Instagram reel of sunrise hikes and matcha lattes. It's bloody knuckles. It's plans falling apart. It's standing at the edge of something terrifying and taking the next step anyway. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." You want to build mental toughness? Start there. Every time you tell yourself it's supposed to be easier, you weaken your spirit. You chip away at your own capacity because you're not preparing for reality. You're wishing for a fantasy. And fantasies break the moment life shows up unfiltered. The moment someone betrays you. The moment a diagnosis shakes your world. The moment the job falls through or the person you love stops calling. You don't get to choose the storm, but you do choose your stance. You can break down, scream at the sky, say, "Why me?" Or you can tighten your grip and whisper, "Of course it's hard. This is life. And I'm not here to be spared. I'm here to grow." The Stoic doesn't crave ease. He craves clarity. And once you're clear that adversity isn't the enemy, it becomes the gym where your resilience is built. The rough road isn't a detour. It's where you meet your real self. Not the version who smiles when things go well, but the one who shows up when everything's on fire. So stop expecting calm seas. Build a stronger ship. Because life's not handing you peace. You have to earn it in the storm. Part 3. Reframe it all. You're not cursed, you're being forged. What if you're not being punished? What if you're being prepared? That's the shift most people never make. They think, why is this happening to me? But the Stoic asks, what is this shaping in me? There's a moment, quiet, invisible, where your story changes. It's when you stop seeing pain as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something that builds you. Think of a blade. It doesn't become sharp by being polished. It becomes sharp by being struck over and over again in fire and hammer. Pressure, friction, repetition. That's what turns metal into a weapon. You're no different. The anxiety you hate, it's sharpening your awareness. The heartbreak you carry, it's carving your capacity to love deeper. The failure that haunts you, it's making you humble, patient, resilient. But only if you see it that way. Most people don't. They go through hell and come out bitter because they thought suffering was a curse. They didn't realize it was a classroom. The Stoics knew life isn't here to pamper you, it's here to forge you. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations in peace and luxury. He wrote them surrounded by war, disease, betrayal. And yet he didn't say, "Why me?" He said, "If this is what the universe demands of me, then let it find me ready." That's the frame. You're not broken, you're becoming. You're not unlucky, you're being refined. Imagine if you saw every struggle that way. Not as evidence you're failing, but that you're in training. Not as proof you're cursed, but that you're being called up. You are not the chaos you're stuck in. You are the calm that walks through it. You are the stillness that holds steady when everything else collapses. So reframe it. Not, why is this happening to me? But, what is this making of me? Because that shift, that tiny shift in thought, will change the way you carry everything from here on out. And once you learn to see your trials as training, you become something unstoppable.